1051.
What up, y'all? It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We're the Breakfast Club, and we got some special guests with us today.
That's right, a guy that I'm sure y'all had to pay a toll to going through Detroit.
Absolutely.
At some point in your life.
At some point in your life. Trik
Trik,
and
Trik.
of course,
What's up, family?
Miss Charlie Baltimore.
Hey.
So what's this connection about, man? What's going on? Y'all dating? What's going on?
He said y'all dating.
That's my sister, man.
Okay.
We doing music. We got a new company called B&B Entertainment. So our first project is Charlie Baltimore's new mixtape, Hard to Kill.
Got you.
So
How did y'all link up?
my brother Peanut over there, we linked back up, you know what I'm saying, from being distant for a minute, one state to another.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came back, he said, "This is what I want to do."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Let's get it."
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's how you know Trik Trik a real goon from the hood. Everybody got a family member named Peanut in the
Peanut,
hood.
Peanut.
You ain't officially a hood brother if you ain't got somebody named Peanut in your
But
circle.
for the record, whenever I go to Detroit, I feel super safe, okay? Just
Oh,
from,
yeah.
Just from knowing Trik Trik.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was hosting a party in Detroit, man. I seen this dude walk in with about 20 dudes. And I said, "Who's that?" And they said, "That's Trik Trik." I said, "Oh, Lord have mercy." I'm trying to think, I haven't seen anything about Trik Trik. No, I ain't never seen about Trik. But he just came in there to say what's up. That's it.
Now, Charlie, how's working with Trik Trik?
It's awesome. I mean, being as though it's our label, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much get to dictate the pace of everything, but Trik is cool as hell. I knew he was going to have a good time in New York. Because I was like, Trik is like an urban legend. Even when I met him, I was expecting like some militant dude to come out with like, 15 bulletproof vests, 7 AKs, and 40 bombs.
That ain't what you saw?
Not that day. No, I'm just playing. Nah, Trik is cool as hell. And he's so, you know what I'm saying, talented. He's almost like a musical genius. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much does everything. So he mixes, he produces. He wrote the treatment for our video, directs.
He raps.
Yep, he raps and engineers his own self-rapping. Like, who does that?
The last time you were up here, Charlie, that was the day Kim was up here, too. Remember that day? Was that awkward that we meant to ask you? Because y'all passed right by each other and we was like, ooh.
It wasn't awkward for me. Cool. I was fine.
What kind of setup was that you guys planned?
Charlamagne.
I didn't set that up.
Probably was choked on his paparazzi time. TMZ over there.
Now, Charlie, I just seen you in a movie the other day, Living with No Regrets.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No.
I was
How
in
is
Newark.
it?
I had a chance to go and check it out. So I
How
was like,
is
look at
it?
Charlie Baltimore in the movie.
You stay seeing me in something, and
I
I'll be
know.
like, I didn't see it. That was good?
No, it was good. You did a great job
Thank
with your acting
you.
and everything. Now, you've been through a lot of different situations with labels. Is this the first time that you're saying, okay, I'm going to be like one of the owners of the label?
Yeah, this is the first time. But it's such a better, experience to do it this way. And, I think with all my knowledge from the music industry, it's just a perfect setup, and Trik as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're able to, bring... Obviously, we're using my project to kind of segue into our artists that we have. But, after I get situated and Trik puts out his project, we're going to kind of fall back and focus on the artists that we have. So,
right. So who are the other artists?
Right now we have 3. Oh, actually 4. One is Trik's brother Diesel, and then we have a female MC out of Chicago named Streets. We have a guy named Cash Pay from Detroit and another guy named Marley from Detroit. And we're still looking for artists.
There's a lot of artists in Detroit. I always noticed that when I go out there.
Oh, and J Boom. Yeah, we have one more. A really young guy. He's really young. He's really
You ever thought about doing a movie or a book?
About myself?
You got a
Somebody
life.
else
You got a
asked me
history
that.
on you. And, I mean, your ups and downs, your beefs,
Look,
your
don't
battles.
give him no ideas,
your
'cause
record
he'll have
label.
the
You've
treatment
been,
by the
been
time
all
we
over.
get back to the
Like, you
D.
know where the bodies are hidden. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe later on down the line. Not right now. I'm not done yet to do it like that.
You don't have to be done, though. You see Chris Brown's doing a movie about his life.
Which
I didn't know
is
that.
kind of pointless right now. ain't no need for Chris Brown to be doing no damn movie right now. It's a lot of Browns that need a movie, but Chris ain't one of them. You got James, you got Bobby. It's a lot of Browns that come before Chris.
Now, Trik Trik, for you still got that club in Detroit?
No, I'm done with the club business for right. Well, I'm done with the regular civilian club business right now.
Civilian club.
Yeah.
Now, I went to that club one time, and I didn't even know it was Trik Trik's club. And I was trying to leave. They was like, you can't go nowhere. They locked me inside.
Yeah.
They said, Trik Trik want to come say hello.
Yeah.
And that's why they locked you
You
in.
can't leave.
I couldn't go nowhere.
I've been locking doors for a long time now. Yeah.
Club was closed, but they kept giving me drinks.
What's the problem with Detroit financially, Trik, man? Like, why did it end up bankrupt? Like, what's going on? Like, what is the city lacking?
Peanut went out of town in the city. He went bankrupt. He was only gone for 3 days, but that was enough to just mess the whole economy
Jacked
up.
everything up. No, we had some bowl management for years. You know, our city council was garbage. You know, and that's the truth. Our politicians they wasn't good.
Like Kwame Kilpatrick?
All of them. They didn't have Detroit's best interests at hand. They had only their own, and that's where they failed. So now we correcting that problem. We restarted. We reset. Filed bankruptcy. We reset, and now it's on the way up.
You ever thought about running for office? You are like the unofficial
No, hell
mayor
no,
out
hell no. I'm not playing that game with them politicians, and you know, I'm straight.
Got you.
Yeah, no.
What do you think about Detroit right now as far as music is concerned? I mean, because Eminem's coming back. He released a joint today.
Big Sean.
Night. Big Sean is moving out
Royce
there.
Royce 5'9" with Slaughterhouse.
Royce the 5'9". So it's really moving now.
Yeah,
Danny Brown.
It's we got a steamroll going right now. So you know, with God's blessing, we'll continue this with our own movement. You know, to enhance what we have in Detroit as far as picking up more of our artists in Detroit and showcasing them properly. You know, so. We got a good thing going right now.
Seems like Detroit, a lot of the artists really mess with each other.
Yeah, we have. It's mandatory. I won't have it no other way.
Trik said, I won't have it any other way.
And they know it. It's the truth. We ain't finna have that. No, we ain't. Not in my city, we ain't. So everybody gonna be. If you don't like dealing with that person, don't deal with them. You better not open your mouth about it.
I think that's the best way.
Yeah. What's the process like for an artist to come to Detroit? Do they really, like, is that real? Like, they really have to reach out and
Yeah.
She's like,
He said, yeah.
Because I didn't, I didn't do that. I didn't know. So.
You was good because
that's why you got locked in the damn club right there. That's why you got locked in the club.
Got locked in the club.
So she's so fine with her fine.
Like we haven't known each other for the past 10, 15 years.
So how do they, like, what if they don't know? Like, I don't,
Somebody will be to see them and just inform them, and put them on the phone with the right people.
Don't you remember when somebody went to Detroit and didn't tell somebody? Don't you remember? His chain is still in Detroit?
Young Bird?
No, it's not. It's not in Detroit no more.
No.
And I asked him, he said he don't even want it back no more.
Well, he wasn't going to get it back anyway.
Now, you had a strict no-fly zone policy in Detroit, meaning nobody could come through Detroit without talking to you. Has anybody violated that policy?
A few have, but they'll remain nameless at this point. Yeah.
I might have seen some video footage. I don't know.
I mean, but we own them. We see you. It's just we just gonna see how many times you gonna keep on. For as you get that visit, that real visit, for real. Yeah, cause I ain't playing.
Got you.
Yeah. Charlie, you better sell some records, boy, because you're going to get that visit. Trik gonna say, I done put this money out.
That's straight.
All right.
I relocated to
all right, so you going to get that visit, Charlie. Damn.
She's with us now. She's a friend of ours.
Oh, okay.
You know what that means.
All right.
How did you end up getting out of, like, all your previous situations? Like, everything with Murder Inc.
Look who's sitting next to
who
her.
I'm sitting in the room with.
So you were still...
Not Murder Inc., though. I was already out of that situation.
Okay.
I had a conversation with Irvin. He wanted to keep all the music that I did there, and that was fine with me because I feel like if I'm gonna move on from a situation, and you can keep the music, I can always write the music. Like, I don't know. I mean, the other situation I was in at Sony, the person, you know what I'm saying? He did the same thing, so that's fine. Right. Keep it.
It's fair. They paid for it. So.
I mean, keep it. You know what I'm saying? I can make new, better music, and at this point, I'm in a such different, zone and just spiritual state. I don't even want the music though. It's old. You know what I mean? So keep it moving.
It's new.
So for the new album, Hard to Kill,
it's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape, but
it plays like an album. We definitely approached it like an album, and we really wanted to do it just to give everybody an idea of how B&B is going to attack everything. You know what I'm saying? Because even with doing this sort of magnitude of press and the way that we all mobbed up here to do a whole press week for the mixtape, and we're doing it in different cities. We want our artists to know that we're going to approach their projects the same way. So
okay, so you're the first rollout one.
I'm the rollout one.
Okay.
I didn't even know you were still recording. I thought you were. I see you with your daughters all the time, like Madeline.
You're just like a model.
Career.
Yeah, my oldest daughter is a really
great.
successful model, so she's good, and my younger daughter is about to start college. So you know what I'm saying? I just do it when I feel like doing it. You know what I mean? If I'm inspired, I do it. You know what I mean?
What inspires you?
I mean, I honestly, when I went over to Detroit, I was re-inspired just from their whole, I guess, the music that's out there, because it's so different from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? They showed me so much love over there. I was like, okay. And then, you know, it just got a little deeper and deeper, and then we started putting the label together, and I was like, we might as well just go full throttle with this. So as of now, everything is just beautiful. Everything's moving great.
What about female artists? How do you feel about signing a female artist?
We have one.
You have one?
She's a rapper from Chicago.
Streets.
Oh, Streets is a female.
Yeah, Streets is dope. She's dope. She comes from the whole Chief Keef, Shauna kind of camp. She, you know, she's super dope.
She from Englewood?
Better get her before she
I
kills
don't know
somebody.
what part of Chicago exactly she's from. We got her out here with us in New York, but she definitely can go. I have her featured on the mixtape as well. So.
Now, Trik, how's working with a female artist? Because usually female artists are the worst.
Very high demand.
I'm
High
not.
demand, very expensive, attitude.
But Charlie, you probably used to be a handful when you first started.
I'm a handful. They over there laughing. Shut up. But I mean, we all so silly. We just all kind of mesh perfectly. This one is extremely
He's high
silly.
maintenance?
Yeah, he's a little bit of a diva.
I mean, my bad.
Periodically.
You don't see this gas station T-shirt? Outer Drive in Harper, the BP gas station. That's where.
That's not where the Jew came
Trik
from.
is just really serious about his music. That's
Yeah,
what he takes his music extremely. He performs with a full band. He does not play.
Okay.
So, you know, that same intensity that he applies to his stage show, he applies to pretty much everything that we do creatively, which I appreciate.
Now, what's your relationship like with Eminem now, Trik? Y'all still on good terms?
Yeah, heck yeah, always, for life. That's the homie for life.
Eminem ain't never moving out of Detroit.
He shouldn't.
Yeah, he's never.
He got 2 houses there. One of them the size of Walmart, Super Walmart. I think the dude who owned Kmart sold it to him too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He got up out of Detroit?
Do y'all talk often? Like, does he let you know where his mind is at? Like, when he's going through stuff?
Yeah, we talk off and on. You know what I'm saying? Not like every day or every week or nothing like that. You know, we talk off and on. We always talk about how we been. You know, what we've been up to, what we listen to. You know, the music. See what he working on. You see what I'm working on. And
What about
you know,
Big
we
Sean?
keep
You have
it
a great
pushing.
relationship with him too?
Yeah, that's a little homie.
Okay.
That's a little homie. He had a little spark going on the other day. The homies in the hood was concerned about him. Like, hey man, is he all right? What's up with dude out there? And I said, man, he ain't good. It's all love.
Right, because somebody had accused him of saying, who was it?
No, something with Dre, little homie, Kendrick.
Oh, yeah. When Kendrick put the song out, he was getting at
it's all
everybody.
good.
Yeah.
It's all good. They family. So
y'all was ready to put the squash on anybody coming.
No, the homies was like, hey, what's up?
No.
You know, I don't be all on the internet and carrying on all that.
Oh, no, it wasn't like that.
I asked Sean if he paying you his taxes.
You don't have to.
He said, no, Trik the homie, that's my brother. Yeah. Well, who has to pay taxes, Trik? That's what I want to know.
He's not going to tell you their names.
Well, when we started recording her album, you see where this is going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man, I have fun doing everything I do, man. So, you know, if somebody got to, answer to a higher power, then they got to answer.
This is the calmest I've ever seen Charlamagne.
He
Should I have sat in
That's my
Trik's
homie.
seat?
No, that's the homie, though.
You ain't getting out of order.
I Trik my dog.
Charlamagne's hands are folding, crossed right there.
I just want to hear some stories. I want to hear about people getting hung off balconies and all kinds of
stop
stuff, but
it.
Trik ain't going to tell.
And he shouldn't. Now, Charlie, did you feel the way that you weren't portrayed in that Notorious movie? Did they ever speak to you about it and say you should have,
I never watched the movie because I already knew, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't going to be portrayed accurately, especially with that whole car accident thing, because that was a pivotal point with Big making the whole double album and all of that. So once I got wind that, they didn't even really have any emphasis on that in the film, I was cool on seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
If they would have reached out to you to be in it, though, or
I wouldn't have wanted to be in it. I mean,
be
as far as
portrayed in
any
it.
sort of consultation wise, I would have definitely helped. You know what I'm saying? If I could have, but they wanted to portray it the way they wanted to portray it. So,
right.
that's on them.
So this mixtape is coming out now, and then what's next? You're gonna have a bunch of artists, or what's after this mixtape?
We're gonna go into an album situation, and then Trik is as well, and then we're gonna fall back and focus on the other artists. Yep.
So Trik, you doing another album too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You made a great living off independent music, man.
Yeah, still am.
You even care about the majors at this point?
No.
Seem like you never have though.
No. What for? You don't need them. For them to take a cut, I made that mistake twice. I'm like, never mind. When you get with a major, basically 99.9% of the chance, you finna just sell them your album. And y'all know who we see. How many artists do they? All of them collectively have signed that you will never hear. Okay, then they got their select few, and the rest, you just really just sold them your album. I ain't selling you nothing. I sell my own album.
And most artists ain't even gonna see no check from the label anyway.
Man, and then these artists don't even be on top of their publishing. That publishing, man, I got music and movies all over the place, film scores, everything. So you don't need them. I mean, we can do this we got our own staff. We good. We good. We can take the work we doing here. We're going to take this everywhere else. We keep it pushing like we love what we do because we do. And it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
We don't need them.
Are you dating anybody right now, Charlie?
No.
No? You married to your music? That's always it.
She married to the mob.
I don't think they're going to let me date
People probably
nobody.
scared to date Charlie now.
Exactly. You got to get approved coming through here.
I wouldn't even attempt it at this point. I feel sorry for that dude.
You got to get interviewed about 10, 15 times before you get to take her out.
You got to pay a toll to come to Detroit and Charlie's vagina.
Charlie ain't dating for a long time.
No fly zone. Because normally Charlamagne would be flirting and stuff. He ain't not even looking at you.
So
I don't know who's who and what's what. So you just play it to the side.
He ain't even looking in your direction. Yeah, you didn't see her tattoo, Charlamagne? Look at her tattoo.
I ain't looking. I'd have to pay to see that.
Well, it's Trik Trik. It's Charlie Baltimore. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.